In today, the first topic is to handle multiple tabs. If there are multiple tabs opened, then how you will navigate from one tab to another tab and how you will perform actions over there. So this part first we are going to cover. I am using this website as an example. Here, if you see, there is a privacy policy link. If you click on this, automatically a new tab opens and it will load. This is happening manually, but in automation, if you click on this, definitely a new tab will open, but you will be available on this page only. Automatically, you will not be moved here. This tab will open and you will be on your current page only, but you have to navigate here and you can perform any operation. After that, you can come back to your original page. This thing can be automated in Selenium. For that, there is a command, there is a method. This part is clear till this part. After that, if you have noticed, I have already identified the privacy policy link uh, and I'm clicking over there. If you try to identify this, you will find there is a text value privacy policy, right? So I have used the text method in order to write the XPath. Same you can see here, text method, privacy policy, and I'm clicking on that. So what is happening? Once I click, a new tab is opening. Now from here, we have to understand how we are going to handle this. So for that, there are two methods are available. One is driver.getWindowHandle. GetWindowHandle is a method. What it does, it returns the control of the current opened window. That means this is your current window opened. From here, you are clicking on privacy policy. It is opening a new tab. So this get window handle will give you the control of this current opened window from where you are opening new tab. So this control you can get it by calling this method and it will return you a string. It has a return type called string. This is a one method. Second method is for the tabs which are open. Let's suppose if you go back here, if new tab is opening, so how you will get the control of this tab? Let's suppose one more tab is open, one more tab is open. So how you can get the control of this entire tab, right? So how you can do that? Driver.getWindowHandles. Handle means to get the control of current open window, and handles it returns the control of all the open windows. All the open windows from here, whatever the tabs you are opening, for all the controls you can get just by calling this get window handles method. And you can iterate from one tab to another tab and you can perform your operations. It has a return type set of strings. Why set of strings? Why not single string? Because it is returning you multiple tabs control. So in order to handle multiple tabs, it has a return type set of string. Okay. So in our example, we from here we want to navigate here and we want to perform any operations over here, any kind of operations. So for that we would be needing this method. Get Windows handles. Because from here, if you want to navigate to the other tab, first of all you have to get the control of all the opened windows. So currently only one window is open, one tab is opened by this page. So you will get the control of this one. You can perform any operations over there. Okay. So let's go back to the code. If you have any doubt, then please let me know. So you see here I have written driver.getWindowHandles. I have just called this method. Okay. And now what is the return type? Set of a string. So set of a string and a variable I have created, Windows. What it will do, it will give you the control of all the open windows. Now this variable will have the command. Okay. After that, I have used one logic. Currently, I am here on this. I am currently on this page. Okay, so now here, in order to handle this, I am going to use indexing concept. Your current page index will be 0. Your next tab index will be 1. Next tab index will be 2. Next tab index will be 3. So that means your current page from where you are opening the new tab. That means this one. This will have an index 0 and this one will have index 1. Don't consider this one, this two. Once you will run your automation script, then a Chrome browser will open where the first tab will be this one and second tab will be this one. So this tab will have an index 0 and this tab will have an index 1. So in order to navigate from one tab to another tab, I am going to use indexing concept. In order to use indexing concept, I have converted this set into an list, into an array list. Just to use that indexing concept, I have converted this set into a list. How to do that? You just need to create an object of array list. This one you already know. You know how to create an object of array list. Its type will be string. Why? Because this has a type string. And here you just need to pass this variable. Once you do that, your set has converted into an array list. Why I am doing this? Now you will understand. But in order to use the indexing concept, we have to do this conversion because in set, there is no such method which we can use for the indexing concept. But in array list, we have a method that we can use to perform indexing concept. In order to do that, I have converted this set into an array list. So just I have created an object of array list and here I am just passing the variable of set. So this line is converting set to array list. Okay. After that, in array list, there is a method called get. But in set, there is no such method called get. There is a method called get. If you provide the index 0, it will give you the value which is available at the index number 0 or index number 1. But such method is not available in set. That is why I had to convert this set into an array list just to use this method. Okay. Now what I am doing, I have got the controls of all the open tabs. This one I have transferred to the array list. Now this tabs has the control of all these space which have been opened. So this is at index number 0. This is at index number 1. Okay. It has the control of all the windows. So next line, what I'm doing, I'm switching driver dot switch to window. Okay. Which window? Tabs dot get one. This is an array list. With the help of the array list object, I will call this method called get. And here I am passing the index 1. Why? Because this is index 0 and this is index 1. So what this line will do, this line will switch you to the index number 1 tab. Which tab is available at the index number 1? This one. So this command driver dot switch to dot window, and you just need to provide the index. How you can provide the index? For that, You have to use array list object and you have to call this method tabs.get and just pass the index. So it will switch you to that particular window, that particular tab. Okay. Any confusion till now?
Is it possible to, suppose window 1 and 2, but we don't have any confirmation like open 1 or 2. So we can suppose we have mentioned tabs dot get and index value 1. So is it possible to mention like any variable?
But how you will get to know like what is the name of this tab and this tab?
Okay.
I mean, if you want to use variable, then you have to know the name. Like you don't know what is the name of this tab. Here, if you click on anywhere in this page, that can open in a new tab. So what is the name of the tab that we cannot means we cannot get that.
Okay.
So we have to use this indexing concept. Means here we can see like this is our current. We know like this is our current page and this is our second page. So we have to write our logic in that way only. If we have to travel here, then suppose this is the first tab which is open. So this will be by default at the index number 0. After that, 1, 2, and 3. It will keep on going like that. So this part you have to manage in your code.
Okay. Think.
Okay. Now after switching to the first tab, I'm waiting for 5 seconds. And after that, I want to get the title of this tab. Like from this is my current tab. From here, I want to go to this tab and I want to get to know the title of this page title, privacy policy. This will confirm if we have switched to this tab or not. If we get the title of this page and not this page, then definitely we have switched to this page. So this line can verify this, right? So let's see which title we are getting if we run this. Can all of you go on mute? So if you see, it has opened the second tab and let's see what is the title it is printing. So it is printing privacy policy lambda test, and this is the title of the page. So that means it is switching to the second tab and it is printing the title of that one. Okay. Now I want to switch back to my original tab and Now I want to get the title of this one just to get a confirmation if I have switched here or not. So simple. I will provide the tag index number 0 because that is my original tab. So driver dot switch to window tabs dot get 0. It will switch me to the current tab, and now I'm going to get the title of that. So now let's run this. So if you have seen, you have switched to the current tab. It automatically switching. And in Eclipse, if you see, so first it is printing, it is giving the title of privacy policy, and next it is giving the title of current page. Sign up for free cross browser testing. This is the title, right? So this is what we can perform using multiple tabs. Not only title, but here you can perform any operations. You can click anywhere, you can perform any operations. After that, you can switch back here. Here also you can do all any kind of operations. So multiple switching in between the tabs across the tabs is possible. Let's suppose if multiple tabs are opened over here, and from here you want to directly come here. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. You have to pass value as 3. Directly from here to here you will jump, you will perform your operations, and directly you can come back here. Okay, so that's all from multiple windows concept. So this array list now here it is very useful. You can use this method is very much useful to get the index of the tab. Okay, this line will give you the control, but for switching you have to write this like command driver dot switch to dot window.
So multiple tabs we can handle through the index value, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, if this is done, then we can move on to the next topic, which is tables. Table is very much important because here you will be see a new version of XPath. Dynamic, how you can write dynamic XPath. Here you can understand this part. So I will go very slowly in order to explain this table concept. Please try to understand because here you are going to learn a very important concept of XPath. For
Uh,
that,
Sorry for
yes,
interrupting you. So is
yes.
it possible to, in multiple tabs, randomly uh,
Mhm.
switch and tab?
Means I'm not. I didn't get you. Can you come again?
If multiple tabs open, then randomly, randomly open anyone. I mean, as a create.
Uh-huh. Let's suppose you are here and you want to go here randomly. This is what you are saying, right?
Yes, yes.
So it is not like from here you have to come here, then here. No. If you are here, then you just write in the get method, just write 0, 1, 2, and 3. Value 3. Directly from here you can jump here. You just
Okay.
pass, you have to just pass the value 3, 2, 1, or from here if you want to go back, then here, then you just pass the value as 0. It will move you here.
Okay.
So that is why that indexing concept, it makes the task very easier. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the tables. In tables, I'm going to use this website as an example. This is a Rediff MoneyWiz Rediff.com app where you can see that details about the stocks, how it is performing every day. So it is last updated on 28th October, and this is the result of the stocks. So these are basically available in a table. In a table format, all these are created. So in table, what we can do, we can fetch the details, any details. If we want from a table, we can fetch. We can fetch all the details. We can fetch single details. Anyone we can do. But this is basically based on the table. Why I have taken this website as an example? Because today you can see Infibim Avenues. This is at the top. Tomorrow, any other stock will be at the top, and Infibim will move to the any other position. So here, what is happening? Let's suppose today you have written a logic that is giving you the details of this stock. Okay, but tomorrow it is not possible. Like it will be available at the first position only. It can move to any other position, or it can get out from this entire list if stocks doesn't perform, if it goes in a loss, right? So how you will write XPath in such a way that wherever it is available, it will give you the details. If it is available at first place today, still it will give you the details. Tomorrow, if it moves to here, then also it will give you the details. So it doesn't matter where this stock is available. I just want to know the details. Every day I want to know the details of this stock, how it is performing. It doesn't matter where it is available. I don't want to bother about its position. So in that way you have to write the expert. So how you can make the expert dynamic, like wherever it is available, it will face that particular stock. So this is what we are going to learn in the table concept. Okay. So before that, you have to understand the HTML structure, and it's very easy. Okay. Let's identify anything. Like this is the company you have identified. And now if you see, this is a table. Just identify any of its value, and now scroll down a little bit up, and now you will see there is a table. That means that entire thing is available in a table. Now try to understand the tags. Tags and understanding of tag is important here. Now you understood like this is a table. There is no confusion. Just after that, there is a T head. What is T head? Table header. If you see, it is pointing this row. Table header, right? It is pointing to the header of the table. In table header, there is a under that there is a TR. What is TR? TR means row. Table row. Sorry, header row. This TR basically indicates the row. TH. TH represents the column. If it is TH, that means header column. Okay. So this is basically representing the header of the column of the header. This is the first column, this is the second column, this is the third, fourth, and fifth. So all the fifth column, it is represented by the th, and this entire thing is available in tr, and this entire row is available in t8, and this entire heading is available in a table. So this is the structure of anywhere you just open any table of any website, you will see this structure only. So that is why I said structure you have to understand. Okay. And now how you will write the XPath? Let's suppose you want to write the XPath for this company. So for this table row concept, header, sorry, row column concept, how you will write XPath for that? So first of all, you have to identify this table. You can get the XPath of this table. So this is the XPath at the rate ID left container. This ID is not visible over here. That is why from here I have copied the XPath. You cannot see any ID. It is hidden. So that is why I copied. But for other tables, you can see the ID is available, or any attribute will be there that you can use to locate the table. Okay. So now this XPath is giving you the XPath of this table. From here, one by one, step by step approach you have to follow. If you want to come here, so what you have to do after that, write T head, then write TR, and just see here, it is representing one of one. This X path is representing one of one. That means it is representing the entire
No,
header row.
but where is the ID? Sorry to interrupt. Where is the ID?
This is hidden. In this website, the ID is hidden. That is why I copied from here. If I copied from here, then I can see that this ID is available. Initially, I was also confused, like there is nothing available here. But once I
Okay.
copied here, then I see there is an ID. So that means that is hidden. So that I get to know after copying the expert from there.
Okay.
But it is not like for every table ID will be hidden. In other website, you will see there must be some tag, some attribute that you can use to locate the table. Okay, but I have used this website because it is very dynamic in nature. So that is why I use this one. Okay. So now slowly we have moved to the header row, and just after that, if we write th, now see it is representing one of five. Because there are five columns, there are five header columns. That is why it is giving you value as one of five. That means this entire XPath is giving you, it is basically representing five different web element on this table. Now, if I want to just know the XPath, or if we just want to get the XPath of the first header column, then I will just write here one. Now see it is one of one. Similarly, if we want to know the get the column, get the XPath of the second column. So here I will just write two, three, four, five. So here what is changing? In th, the number is changing. Everything is constant. Only this number is getting changed. We just need to change the number, and slowly we will navigate from one column to another column. So this is the changing part which we have to make dynamic. Before that, this is giving you total five value. So can we use this X part to know how many columns are available in this table? This X path can give me the total number of columns available on this table, right? So if you see here, same X path I have used. See, and this one I am identifying find elements because there are multiple elements. This is not a single element, so that is why I have written find elements. And you know the return type of find elements, list of web element that I'm storing in a variable t head, table header. Okay, so this is representing the total number of column. In list, there is a method called size that we have already seen that can give you the total number of length of the list. So t head dot size I'm storing into a variable, and this one I'm printing over here. Okay, so this one will give you the size as 5 because the total number of columns is 5, and this we can identify from here, 1 of 5. So let me know till this part if any confusion till this part. First of all, row total number of row or total number of column we have to know. Then only we can print all the data in a table. So this is the approach I am following here. I am trying to get the total number of column over here. That we can only get with the help of an expert. If it is done, then now
How
we
to
will
find
get.
this total number of rows? Yeah, can
Uh,
you please
I'm
explain?
coming. I'm coming on that one only.
Oh,
Okay. So column is done. Now we will move on to the row. Now this is just a row of a header, but here we can see multiple rows. See, there are multiple rows, right? Multiple rows are over. So we just need to get the note of the total number of rows available in a table. I think there are 500, more than 500 rows are available. So in it, a table consists of two parts. One is the header and one is the body. So data part is the body part of the table. How you can get the body part? Just close this one and immediately you will see a table body. Now see, this is representing the body, the data part of the table. Now if you open this, you will see multiple rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in every row, there are 5 TD. Now here it is not TH, it is TD. TH represents header column and TD represents body column, data column. This is the first column. If we expand this, Infibeam Avenues, it is a link, so it is represented as a link. And now this is the second, third, fourth, and fifth. This is also a link. Sorry, this is a font. Okay. So every row will give you 5 TD. So this TR is basically the rows. It is basically representing the row of this table body. So now how I will write the XPath for that? From table, we have to come to T body, not TH. So here I just need to change T body, and now I will write TR. And now see, it is representing one of 2 to 9. That means currently here 229 rows are available. And this is representing, this XPath is representing the total number of rows. And this XPath we have to use to get the total number of rows. That means for row, you have to come to the T body, and column, you can get it from the table head. Right. So if you see, same XPath I have written T body TR, web elements, size, and now this part is same, getting the total number of row. Okay. Now, since we get to know the total number of, let me run this so that we will get a confirmation if we are getting the correct value or not. So we are getting the correct output 5.229. So everything is correct till now. Now our next job is to print all the values, like all the 20 to 29 rows of this table. How we can do that? Since there is a row and column operation, so we have to use for row. So first for row, first for loop will be for, it will start from 0 or 1. There is no indexing concept. It will start from 1. And it will run. First is for row, so it will run till this rows. This is the total number of rows. So this will be the maximum value. I equal to rows I plus plus. Within this, I will write one more for loop for column. Integer j equal to 1. J is less than or equal to total number of columns. J plus plus. Under this, what you have to do now, there is one challenging part. You have to write an XPath for just one data, and that you have to make dynamic. If you get to know the XPath of one data, that then that XPath only you can use to print all the data in a table. Let's suppose I want to know the XPath of this one, Infibim avenues. Okay, so you know, like this is available in the row number 1. So this is correct, TR. So currently it is representing 1 of 22 to 9, but you want, you know, like this is available at the row number 1. So here you will write TR1. So now see, it is representing the, this is basically representing the first row. After TR1, if you write TD, now it is representing 1 of 5. Now here if you write 1, then Infibim avenues 2, 3, 4, 5. So in our case, this is the XPath that is representing Infibim avenues. This is what you have to write. And now you know, like, which is changing. In this TR and TD is changing. If you want to know, if you want to get the data of row number 1, so here you have to write 1. If you want to know the data of row number 5, so here you will just write 5. If you want to know the row number data 10, so you will just write here 10. So this is for row and this is for column. These two is changing, and these two you have to make dynamic. In our program, row is represented by I and the column is represented by J. So here in the place of 1 you have to write I, and in the place of 1 here you have to write J. That's it. But 1 is a constant. but I and j are variables. So you cannot simply write here I and j because that is a variable. So how you can insert a variable in a constant value? Any idea? We have done this thing before also. How we can insert a variable, something which is constant?
Casting, typecasting.
Type which one? Sorry,
Typecasting. Sorry, converting from
concat,
concatenating.
concatenating. Yeah. So we'll write driver dot. So driver dot find element y dot xpath. Here you need to provide the xpath. Okay. And this one and this one you have to make dynamic. So how you can do that? If you just write here I and if you just write here j, these two will become constant. So here you have to make it dynamic. So if you notice here you have to write I, right? But before that, this part is constant. So this entire part from here, just before I, keep everything in double quote and write plus. And in the place of one, now write I, again write plus, right? And now from here till this part, everything is constant. So keep it also under double quote. And now write plus, at the place of one, write J. And then rest of the part again constant. So keep it under double quote. And that's it. From here to here, this part is constant. Now we have introduced I by concatenating. Now from here to here, this part is constant. And now you have introduced J by concatenating. And now after this bracket is constant. You have keep it under double quote. And now this I and J you have inserted. Now this X path has become dynamic because for every value of I and J, this will represent different row and column. and it will give you the data of that one. Okay.
Yeah. Can you please explain once again that concatenation part?
Hmm. Here we have to insert I. Initially, here the value was 1. So before that, everything is constant. So that constant part, I have kept it under double quote. Okay. Now, after that, this is the place where I will be, well, I should be inserted. So now we have to concatenate a constant value with a variable so that we can concatenate with the help of plus operator. So this is the constant and this is the variable. So I have written plus. Now I have written I. Now after I, again we can see this part will be constant. So this part I have kept it in the double quote. And now variable and constant, these two we have to concatenate. So I have written plus. Now after this constant, here we have to insert j. So again, this part I have concatenated with the help of plus. And now after this variable, this is the last one, that is the closing bracket of the x path. That will be constant. So that I have kept it in double quote and that I have concatenated with the variable. If you want to
Okay.
concatenate variable and constant, you have to use plus operator.
Okay.
Okay. And now if you see this x path here we have identified, yes. This is identifying InfiBeam's avenue. That means the TD part. But you know we want to know the text value, but that is available here. Let me first run and see if it is okay. So what was I was to trying I was trying to say is we need to print the text value. Right. This is just giving you the x path, but now you have to get the text value. So how you can get the text value? You have to call a method called getText, and that you have to store in a string variable. You can print that. Okay. Find element, just find the element. But if you want to know the text value of that element, you have to call this method getText. One by one, it will give you the text value, and you can print it over here. Okay. I guess the same thing is written over here. Let me make it simple so that you can understand. Okay. So this I have customized the output like how it will print. So this part is clear. This is the row and this is the column. And here what I am doing, a driver dot find element. This is the X path ing I have inserted. This one I am storing in a web element variable. This one also you can do, or the previous one which I have done, that also you can do. Now with the value, we are calling the get text method, which is printing over here. After printing the value, here I'm using print. What it will do? Uh, One second. This will just print this value, and then it will put a tab. Then it will print the value. Then tab, 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 and it will print. That means first row value it will print on a single line. If you see here, I have written print, not println. And after printing the first row value, it will go to the next line, and then from the next line it will print the second row value. So this is just a customization I have done here. This part I have already explained in the core Java class, if you remember. Uh, Now let's run this. And now see, it has started printing all the data from the table. Right? So it will print all the 229 values. I'm stopping this as of now. What we wanted to see, we have seen over here, right? So this is how we handle a table, and this is how we can make an XPath dynamic. Now see, only single XPath I have written, and now that can represent each and every web element of that particular table.
Is it possible to print a single value?
That is also we can do.
Okay.
For that, what you will do simply, you just need to use this one. If you want to just print single value, so no need to use for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, no need to make it constant. Okay. Now, okay, let me close this first. So this is representing row one and value two. So it will give you the value of row number one and column number two. If you run this, that means it will give you the value of A. It will give you A. One second. You have to store it. You have to get the text value, right? If you don't print, then how you will be able to see the value?
In future, if change the value, then
Hmm.
the time this X path will work, or
That is what I was giving all of you as a homework. I was about to come on that part. So now you have understood how to handle a table. So I'm giving you everyone an homework. Let me first run this, then I will explain what you have to do. Let's try to write because I can write, but if you try to write by your own, at least you will understand some logic part.
okay.
Let me run first on this. Okay, so for the meanwhile, let's understand what you have to do here. Here you have to, let's suppose Maruti Suzuki India. This is your target stock. You will store this any stock you can take based on your example. I am giving the example of Maruti Suzuki. You just create a string variable, and there you store this stock name Maruti Suzuki India. This is your target stock, and you have to print the details of Maruti Suzuki India. That means your code will only give you the details of Maruti Suzuki India, A, this, and percentage change. In the same way, in your code, I can give any stock name like Dhani Services, Oil India Limited, and it should give me the details of that particular stock only. You have to write this code, this logic. This will be the homework.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone has to try this. If you try this, if you are able to write this logic, then You can handle any kind of table. This is the important part. Here, there is some logic which you have to use. Just think about the row column operation, how you will be performing. And now you have to also make sure currently Maruti Suzuki India is available here. Tomorrow it can go here or it can be the top stock. So I don't need to bother about the location. Wherever it is available, it will just give me the details of that particular stock. That's it. So now you know how to make the XPath dynamic. So that part will resolve this issue. Now you don't need to depend on where Maruti Suzuki is available. So first you have to verify in this column, you have to verify where Maruti Suzuki India is available. A hint I'm giving how you will write the logic. In this column, you have to identify where Maruti Suzuki India is there. Once it matches the value, you have to print that entire details. This is how you have to write the logic. Okay, and now it will take some time to open. If you want, you can take a break of 10 minutes. From 10:15, we can start.
Okay.
Or, or if you have any doubt, anything to discuss, we can discuss.
Yeah, Sunny, like just want to know if you have any other
Mhm.
web table, how to whether the structure will be same
It
and
will be same.
it will be same, but
Or
yeah,
any,
but how to find the XPath? Yeah, here we got that
in this
content, but maybe in other tables, no, we may not have that XPath also. So do you mean that like in other tables, do we have like ID in the table?
in every table there will be ID.
Okay, okay,
Any
okay,
table you open, you will find same similar structure and same way you write the export.
okay, okay, fine, fine. Hmm.
That is why there is a separate concept of table in Selenium. Everything will be same. You open any table,
You mean to say tag name and ID and all, everything will be
every,
there.
everything will be same.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, yeah, but what is the next topic basically?
Next topic will be capturing a screenshot.
Sorry, which one?
Capturing a screenshot.
Okay. Yeah, before that, are you able to giving teaching us like a date pop up? Because this
Date.
date pop up also it will work on the web table based only. Yeah, because if, for example, if I want to navigate from one calendar to another calendar and dynamically, yeah, it will be helpful like if it is that also as part of this table concept.
Okay, means you're saying there will be a calendar and
Yeah,
you want to navigate. You have to basically select a date.
date exactly. Today it will be September. Tomorrow it will be October. It will be like
Uh,
kind of a date table only.
so is it like this
Dynamically.
one? Uh, so there is a date. If you click on this, you can select any value.
Yes, yes. And now, like, and it should be that dynamic. Now I want 19th. Tomorrow it will be 20th. So,
Mhm.
like,
So
as per
whatever
the
the date, so like in your code, whatever the date you will give, it will select that particular date.
yeah,
Let's suppose I want to select 4th of October. So I will just give 4th of October in my code and it will select from here 4th of October. Similarly, 26, I just need to change the date in my code and based on that, it will select that date from the calendar.
okay,
So
yeah,
this for this means very simple logic means there is a JavaScript executor concept in Selenium that we can
Okay.
use. Simply it will select just one line of code and it will select any kind of date you give here from the calendar. That part I will cover tomorrow.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because I faced a little bit challenging over here. Because I didn't use JavaScript executor, rather than I just used normal concept itself, date
Like
table only.
clicking here and
Yeah.
this one, right?
So
That will
like the code was very complex, and I was not knowing the JavaScript executor I can use. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that.
calendar part simply like in Selenium we cannot locate and try this. JavaScript executor can help you. Simply
Okay.
one line of code and it will select that particular date.
Even next month also it will be okay. We can give any month or
Ah,
any date, right?
any future or past, anything you give, it will select that date.
But there is a arrow mark, no? Like so, how it will be identified that next month
It will
calendar?
not open any table. And like it will, you will see there the date has been entered. It will even not even open any kind. Like you can see when I'm clicking here, it is opening a table, calendar. It will not open any calendar. It will simply enter the date, and that date will be selected automatically.
No, but sometimes like you might be knowing that yeah, it won't, it's not an editable field. Just like it will be made select through calendar itself.
So, do you have any kind of website where this field is not editable? Then I can try that.
Yeah. No.
Like here, I can see it is editable. If you have any example, then I can try to write the code for that.
No, assume that like okay. So yeah, we need to click on the through calendar itself with the
Means
same
here
like
you want to click on here.
yeah. So what are the date we pass? Should select that.
So see, if you pass the date, it will not. I mean, it is not like it will click. Like if you are selecting, you want to select 7th of. Uh, let's suppose 7th September 2023. So it is not like it will click in
Yeah.
this way, and then it will come here. Then it will select in this way. This thing you will not be able to see, but this date will be entered.
Yeah. So date sometimes they won't give that.
Editable word you were saying.
Yeah, in
Okay,
editable part they won't give.
let me see like how we can do this navigation part then.
Please, yeah, it will be helpful because I face this kind of challenges. That's the way I'm asking.
Okay, then tomorrow this will I will not cover. I need to check. I means I have to write the code for that.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please try.
Next week I will show you like how we can do that.
Yeah, this is like very challenging thing, and even interviews also they were asking uh,
Okay.
this date thing.
Okay. Okay. I haven't seen like anything that is not editable. That is why. Okay. I
Oh,
will try to write this navigation. And based on that, it will click the desired date.
yeah, whichever date we need, that date it has to.
Okay. I will do that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. So one homework I have given from the date table. So try to do. I know I already know how to do that, but you guys try and write the logic for it. It will be based on this one only. But only thing, first part you have to understand is you have to check, you have to iterate in this row, in the first row, and you have to know where is that particular stop. Once it matches, then you have to print all the details. Like already in a string variable, let's suppose Dhani services, you will store this value and now you will run a loop. You will keep start iterating a loop for this column, and it will check infibim avenues is matching with that string value or not. So here it will match. So once it matches, now again you will write the looping part, and for that you will print all the values of this. For this stock, all the columns value you have to print. That means first loop will be for row and second loop will be for column to print the details. This is the hint I'm giving you. And nothing, if you think in that way, first loop for row and second row loop for column. This is the only logic. Now you can write it. Now you have to use some logical concept of your brain. You will be able to write. So this is
Yeah,
from
we
the
will try this one. And in that particular row again, can we get a particular value? That also we can try, no?
like let's suppose home first finance. Once it matches, you have to print home first finance A, this, and this. This entire five value you have to print on the Eclipse output. I mean, this is the program. This is my requirement. I just want
No,
to
no.
know.
What I'm
Yes.
asking is in that particular row also,
Uh-huh.
again we need a what is the value of previous close of that stock or current price of the stock? Only current price,
Everything. No, no, everything.
not
All
everything.
the
Only current price.
this one.
Yeah, current price of that stock only. It needs to be printed. Is
That
it?
I have already covered it. That already I have explained. How you can simply get an output of a
No,
single.
it should be dynamic thing because this path can change any time. No, like what are the logic you have written? So, as you mentioned, no, like one only particular stock it has to find. After
Hmm.
finding that particular stock details, it has to print that current value of that stock.
Hmm. Yes. So that also you can do, or if you only want to print a specific value like current price, then that also you can do. But the current price should be for that stock only.
Yeah, for that stock only. Yeah.
Yes. You can do that also, or you can do this also. Like
Yeah.
entire details you print, or only current price you print.
Oh, is it okay? We will try printing that all details. In case we
Both
will
you
try
can.
printing this current value also. In case if could not able to get it, then please help us tomorrow.
Both you guys try. Like first in first program, just try to print all the values. In the second program, whatever details I want to know, I will like I want to know the details of current price. So just give me that one only. Or if I want to know the details of only percentage change, so only print that one only. So this can be a second program. This also you can try. And it is very like just try to write it. It is very interesting. It will basically test your looping concept. Okay, so this is done. And now let's move on to the screenshot part. In a screenshot, we have to print, we can print a screenshot of a particular page. Like if this page is open, then I want to print uh, the screenshot of this page. Okay. So how we can do that? For that, there is a interface in Selenium. I think takes screenshot. This is the one second. What is the interface name? Okay, so uh, this is the interface that is available in Selenium to take a screenshot of a page. So for that, this driver, before that, this driver is performing all the activity, but driver cannot take a screenshot of any page. So you have to handle the command of driver. The driver has to handle, or you can say has to transfer the command to this interface. This interface reference variable. So that once this got the command from driver, then it can print the screenshot. It is similar to if you have to select any value from dropdown, then you have to use the select class object. If you have to drag and drop, then you have to use actions class object. Driver cannot do all these operations. So in the same way, screenshot capturing driver cannot do. So driver has to transfer the command to this text screenshot reference variable so that it can perform the screenshot capturing activity. But during this transferring, this driver has a type web driver and this has a type text screenshot. The type is not matching. So if type is not matching, you cannot do transferring. And this interface is available. You can see here org.selenium openqs selenium. In this package, you have to import that package. But here it is giving error because this has a type WebDriver and this has a type text screenshot. So you cannot transfer a variable to a variable which has different type. So for that you have to do type casting. You have to change the type of driver to text screenshot, and now you can now both the type has been same. This has become same. Now you can do this transferring. This is known as typecasting concept. Driver has a different type, so you have typecasted it into text screenshot, and now the command has been transferred from driver to sort. Once this is done, now uh, let's suppose I'm creating a folder in this location. Okay, in this folder I want to like the screenshot which will be captured should be stored here in this location. Okay, and that the screenshot, that type of the screenshot will be JPG or PNG, anything you can give. Okay, so now this reference variable sort, that means this interface takes a screenshot, has a method called sort dot.
So here we are not printing any object, right?
No, we are just using reference variable of this interface.
Sorry.
Get screenshot as This is the method that will take the screenshot of that page. Okay. Now here you have to specify the type, like in which type, what will be the type of the screenshot, or where you want to store the screenshot. So if you see, you want to store the screenshot in a folder, right? So its type will be output type, output type dot. Now there are four types of are available. Since we are using a folder to store our screenshot, so we will use the type as file. And this is available in java.io.file package. So this method will capture the screenshot in the file format. Okay. And if you see its return type, it has a return type called file. This method will capture the screenshot in the file format, and you can store it in a reference variable, which will be a type file because you are taking the screenshot in a file format. Now this one you have to import. So now currently your screenshot has been captured and stored in a source variable. You have to transfer this one to your own folder, like here. Currently, that means this is your destination. This screenshot has been captured in a variable called source, but you have to transfer this to your destination so that you can see this. So now you know like how you can read or write any data from your folder. For that, there is a file input string, or you can simply create file object. We are not reading and writing. We just want to store. We just want to transfer. So simply we can create file object. And here you have to specify the location where you want to store. So in this location, you want to transfer your that screenshot which is captured. But what will be the name of the screenshot? Let's suppose you want to give the name as screenshot dot jpg. So in this folder, a screenshot will be captured with this name, screenshot.jpg. So you have the source where the screenshot is available, and that you want to transfer in this location. So how you can do that? For that, there is a method called.
Sunny,
Yes.
I have a question like what will be happen when this name will utilized? Mean this name can be used only one time, right?
Yes.
Then what?
Means
Then we
when
need to
you want to say like when second
then we
time
need
we will.
to specify the name again.
Okay, let me see like once I will run this one more times, then what is happening? Like once this screenshot will be captured with this name, and second time when we will run, I will run again with the same name. Then first of all, let's see what is happening. But before that, what's the name of the method?
Copy file is.
Copy file is not working now. File utils dot. As I said, now it has been means it is this option is not available nowadays. I have used one more method that I am not remembering. Just give me 2 minutes to check what is the name of the method. I think it is file handler. Yes. So copy file which you are saying that is available in a file utils class. But now in the latest version of Java that is scrapped, like that class facility now you cannot see that you cannot use in Selenium. So for that there is an option called file handler. This one you can use. It has a method called copy, and this one can do the transferring part. Like from source to transfer, it can transfer the file, any kind of file, whether it is image or any document, any Excel file, anything it can transfer. It will definitely throw an exception because you are dealing with a file which in future cannot exist. So that exception part you have to handle, or you can declare. So file handler copy dot copy has file handle is a class which has a method called copy that you can call and that you can use to transfer any file from your source to the destination. Okay. Now let me run this. So currently you can see it is blank. If I run this, so I should expect this screenshot with this name. So let's see if it is happening or not. So meanwhile it runs, I just need to give you an information like actually I'm taking the classes for this batch very slowly. Like I'm taking proper amount of time and explaining you. And also there is one holiday. There was one holiday since I haven't taken any class. So that is why this is little bit getting delayed, this batch time. I do not want to take in a very like you guys are asking questions. Before in the previous batch, if I share my experience, they do not ask any questions. So that is why it becomes an easier job to me to quickly cover the topics and complete the batch on time. But here it is not happening, and I do not have any problem with that. I'm actually liking like you guys are seriously joining the classes and asking your questions. So that is for that the timing will be extended little bit. So initially the plan was to finish it by 15th of November, but now yesterday I was doing the analysis and I found like it can go to first week of December because why I was trying to finish it by 15th of November because in the next week I will go to the since I will be out station. So during the weekend only I will be on holiday. So now since it is a little bit getting delayed, and also I won't be available in that week. That is why now by 4th of December this is the target and definitely this will be achieved. I cannot delay much beyond the 4th of December. So by 4th of December, this batch will be completed. By tomorrow, Selenium topics will be completed, and from next week, we will start the framework part. So, but framework part, there are so many things to discuss in framework. So that is why I'm taking some time over there. Which are which all remaining topics?
You'll be on
There,
leave next week or next week.
not in the October, November.
Okay.
November, I will let you know. After 15th November, whatever the week is coming, I means I will be on out station. So here you can see screenshot is captured. If I open this screenshot, I do not want to take the class very quickly because framework part is coming, and if I explain that part very quickly, then it will become difficult to you to understand. Now there are some questions are coming.
Sunny, are you planning to teach this file input streams as well? Read file, write file, those things?
That part we will cover in Excel reading writing part in Selenium. TestNG when we will cover. So there I will input output part I will cover. So tomorrow I am
Okay.
going to cover the weights. There are weights in Selenium and JavaScript executor. If I get some time, then I will cover auto IT. Tomorrow, if something means, let's keep some time in your hand, like 11, 11, 15, so that these three topics I will cover. And then from now, next week, we will start with Selenium Grid and Test Engine. Test Engine Maven, yes. Test Engine Maven, it will be. Apart from Test Engine Maven, Jenkins, Git, everything will be there. Is it still opening? So see, this is the screenshot of the page has been captured, right? Now, if I run this again, then what is happening? And now, if I refresh this, go back, open this screen. So same folder is coming. And if I try to see the date, it is not showing the date. So basically, it is overriding. If the name is same, so it is overriding the same file. If you want to get the screenshot different, one more screenshot, then you have to change the name. If you change the name, then with that new name, that screenshot will be captured. Now there is one more thing I'm explaining right now here, and same thing I will copy and paste in the framework part. There is one more concept in screenshot. So as of now, we have seen this code is capturing the entire page, but I want to only capture a specific web element. Like I want to only capture this part. So how we can do that? First of all, let's identify this element. That has a frame. Okay, let's suppose I want to capture this one, get quote button. So it has a type called submit and class. We cannot use class and value is of blank. So let's use this one only. Type. It has a tag name called input and so okay. So this is identifying the get code and the value is one of one only. That means it is uniquely identifying get code button. Now here I will identify driver dot find element by dot xpath. Okay, and I will store it in a variable web element. Now I will capture the screenshot for this element, only for this element. So everything will be same, like this part that you have written. This will be same. That means the logic will be same. Only one thing you have to change is you were calling this get screenshot as method with the help of the sort reference variable, which was taking the screenshot of the entire page. Only this part you have to change. Here you have to use this element. If you call this method with element of variable, then it will only capture the element, not the entire page. Okay, so let me delete this first of all. Okay, so this, if you call this method with sort, it will capture entire page. And if you call the same method with element, which we have stored, which we have located, then it will only capture that element is been sort. And it will store in the same location, but with this name. This is the only difference. Okay, so now you see button. and screenshot both has been captured. Okay, so entire page screenshot also you can capture, and and a single specific element screenshot also you can capture. This part is not available in most of the website. There are many tutorials of Selenium, but this they haven't covered. Mostly they have
Yes.
covered this. So that is why I have covered this one. One more thing is I want to capture the screenshot with current date and time. As of now, do you want the code? Like I am not sharing the code. I'm
Yeah, I
assuming
was
like you
about to ask same thing only because folder wise, date wise, it should store.
yes. So in the framework also we will use the same thing. But I'm explaining the logic. It will not take more than 10 minutes. So that in framework part, I will simply use copy and paste the same code in the framework. Like here, I am giving the name of the screenshot, but automatically, whenever I will run the program, it will capture the screenshot with the current date and time. I do not need to give that name. In the framework, we generally do, we follow the same process. Whether we, in order to generate the report or in order to capture any screenshot, that basically generates with current date and time automatically. Okay, so everything is done here. Let's understand the dating datetime concept. There is a date class in Java, not in Selenium. In Java, there is a date class. If you create the object of that date class, okay, and if you print the object, this one you have to import. This is available in. There is two options will come SQL and util. You have to import the util one. Okay, and now if you print the object of this date object, then let's see what output you are getting. So see, you are getting today's date and time, Saturday, October 29th, and this is the current time. So it will give you the current date and time. Okay, so this same thing I'm going to use in during the customization of the screenshot name. Okay, one more thing here, you can see column. Name, like name can be a string. This name that you are giving is nothing but a string. A string can accept number, it can accept alphabetical value, but it cannot accept special characters. Only underscore. Among these special characters, it only string value only accepts underscore. Apart from that, colon, semicolon, space, space also it will accept. Colon, semicolon, this kind of special character it will not accept. So here we can see there is a column in this one. And this name, this is what I'm going to use as a name for the screenshot. So we have to remove this column. So after maximizing, I will write this code which will capture the screenshot. I will store I want this one as a string value, so this object I have to convert into a string. So I will call toString method. This will convert this object to a string, and now I can store this in a string value. String sort. Okay. Now like it is going to give you a colon value. So we have to remove the colon. So I will create one more string value, and I will remove the colon from the string value. So here I will call replace method, and in the replace method I will remove the I will replace the colon with underscore. Okay. So replace one thing. One second. So colon will be replaced by underscore, and we have to also replace this space. It doesn't look like nice. Like once the screenshot will be captured, you will see there is a space, a space, a space. So just to remove this space, so that it looks good when you see the name of the screenshot. So I will be replacing this space also. So just after this, I will call
Space
one
will be
more.
accepted by string, right? Like we can give first name space last name as string.
First name, last name. I didn't get you. Come again.
No, no. What I'm saying is string can be having spaces also. No?
Name is space can also be there in the string. That is not a problem. But here it doesn't look good. Like you can see a name where there are so many spaces. So
Okay,
just
okay.
to make it looks good, I'm just replacing the space with the underscore. Okay, so now here you can see in from this string I have called the replace method, that is replacing colon with the underscore, and again I'm calling a replace method that will replace this space with underscore. So now once you see the name, it will be this one only, but space will be replaced by underscore, and this colon will be replaced by underscore. Like entire value will be added together with the help of underscore. Okay, so now this name I will use here. Type. Okay, this will be the name, and you are capturing a screenshot of a page. Okay, screenshot name. This is a variable. This is not a constant. So here you have to use concatenation operation. Same thing. This is a variable, right? This variable you want to insert in this location. So you have to use concatenation. Now it is done. Just after this name, that like date and time, I will amend this with page. Like it will print date and time underscore page dot jpg. This will be the name of the page screenshot, and same I will use here. Instead of page, I will write button. Okay. Yes. Now let me delete this. Let's run this and see the name of the screen source. Okay, so this is completed. Now let's go back and see. So this is Saturday, October 29. This is the time and the underscore button and underscore page. So it is captured. Now it is capturing the screenshot with this name. Now if you run again, now the time has changed. Now this is not the same time. Second has changed. Minute has changed. If you run this again, and also you see everything is replaced by underscore. Everything is replaced by underscore. Okay, now see one more screenshot has been captured. One more has been captured. Now since the minute and time, second, everything is it is changing every second. So the name will be unique. Now automatically it will be unique whenever you run your program. So now you will be able to trace like on this particular time which screenshot has been captured. Okay, so this is the entire logic of screenshot, and this dating part, the same part I'm going to cover. I will be using in the framework for when report will be generated, then in the same way it will be generated. And when caps any screenshot will be captured, whenever any test case will fail, then it will capture a screenshot. So for that, you will see the same logic. So now in that there, I'm not going to explain the logic. Same thing I will copy and paste and I will use it. Okay, so that's all for today's class. If nothing to discuss, then we can go. Okay, then thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.